I'm with Margate coach Elliot Leveson after Margate's 3-2 defeat to Charlton Athletic in the Kent Senior Cup. Elliot, a defeat tonight, but you must be very proud of your side that was out there.
Yeah, very proud. Really young side. Obviously, it was Charlton's 21s, but I think if you look at our sort of average age, apart from Ben and TT being two of the older boys, we literally, I think everyone's probably under or around the age of 21. So two evenly matched sides in that perspective. But yeah, really proud. Obviously, had to dig deep. We're so deflated on numbers at the minute. I think we worked out we had 12 players either injured or unavailable tonight. So really working on bare bones, but great opportunities for some of the youngsters to come through. And yeah, overall a positive night, a lot of positives to take. We would have liked to have won, and I think we probably deserved enough to take it at least to penalties, but a really positive display.
And you mentioned it was a Charlton under 21 side, which it was, but they had some very good players in there that you would expect from a Championship academy, but some that have actually featured for the first team as well in pre-season friendlies and leading up to the new season. So it was a real test for the players tonight. How do you? I know you just mentioned about that, but how do you think they stood up to that test?
Yeah, fantastic. I think obviously they're a full-time training academy, so they were incredibly fit, incredibly sharp. I thought the way they pressed was brilliant, and it was non-stop. So quite a different task to what we're used to in our league. Balls on the floor a lot more, but I think that's where we try to combat it, and then go, actually we're going to be a bit more non-league ourselves, and that showed. We scored 2 goals from set pieces, second phases of the first one, and obviously the second one was from a corner, so we had to deal with it in different ways. But yeah, it was hard, but like I said, we stuck up to the task, and the boys absolutely grafted for 95 minutes in the end, and yeah, it was a good performance.
You mentioned that they are full-time. Was fitness a difference tonight? They scored 2 goals in 2 minutes, right towards the last 10 minutes. Was that the difference?
Yeah, I think just throughout the game, obviously we tired and they kept going. I think that was a big difference. They showed an unbelievable amount of energy, and that's what you get. They train full-time. The sort of pace they had in amongst their front line was just different gear. And I thought we dealt with it at times. But again, it's a really different challenge. You're not used to playing, we're used to playing against big, experienced strikers, and all of a sudden you've got 3 really quick, nippy strikers who just want to go in behind and run and press, and so it was a really different challenge. But again, we stuck up to it really well. And was it a deciding factor? I think probably. I think towards the end we were dying a little bit, and we lost a bit of legs. And obviously, the more tired you get, the less quality you sometimes able to show. Whereas they probably kicked on and went even one further and still showed the quality. So that might have been a deciding factor.
I know you'll be disappointed to go out the cup tonight, but in terms of now the season, it means just the league is left. All focus now is on that, and we know how important that is to the club this season. Saturday, Eastbourne away. It's a tough game. They're up there at the moment. How important is it to use the positives from tonight going into Saturday's game?
Yeah, 100%. Eastbourne's going to be a tough game. They won 5 on the bounce prior to tonight. They lost tonight to Deal, but it's going to be a really tough game. Got a really strong home record, and like you say, you just got to try and take momentum. I know it's a loss, and everyone wants to win and progress, but you just got to look at the positives from tonight. We've probably for the first time in 3 or 4 weeks had a game without an injury, so that's a real positive. So we just got to go and assess the squad on Thursday night, and like I say, take all the positives from today's performance and really try and go to Eastbourne on Saturday and get 3 points. It's going to be tough. We went there last season and won 4-2, but it was a tough game. We was really on them in the first half, and deservedly up at half time. It's going to be a tough place to go again. I'm not sure what the weather's going to be like. It's going to be windy like it was last week. But yeah, it's a tough place to go, and so we've got to make sure we're on it.
And you mentioned the injuries. Can you give us any? I know we've only just finished the game. Can you give us any hope on Saturday that we might see some of them first team regulars back in the team?
We're hopeful Kieran will be back. He looks like he's fine. It's been a while. He's been 6 weeks probably since Westfield, so he hopefully will feature. As far as I'm aware, that is the only one. We might have 1 or 2, depending how Thursday goes, coming back into it. That's the hope. But we just got to wait and see. Like I say, we've got through tonight injury free, so we'll assess everyone on Thursday and look where we're at with numbers and with player availability. But it's been a tough period, and that's not an excuse. Obviously, we want to cut in and win every game possible, but sometimes you have to look into other factors which you just can't control. We've been really unfortunate so far with injuries, and fingers crossed today's the start of a bit of a period where we do go a few weeks without injuries.
That's brilliant. Thanks for your time, Elliot.
Cheers.
Unlucky season.
Thank you.